So today we're going to start 8-5, and that is problem solving. So I'm going to assign the 8-5 homework that won't be due till Wednesday, but I also will be assigning the topic review in case you guys want to start working on that, and I'll also offer that as extra credit as done before. But if you want to title it, it's problem solving. It's a fancy way of saying word problems. So let's get right into the lesson. A reminder, just pause the video when you need to work or help the sub out. So let's go ahead and start with the launch. Navigate through.
Welcome to Equation Chef. Your challenge is to use words to describe or a picture to model a real-world situation that relates to the equation shown. Your situation must somehow involve the secret ingredient, bagels. Reveal the equation. Go.
So clearly we've been working with bagels, and remember we should always start with a let statement to see if you understand what's going on. So we have this equation right here, and we need to know what B means. B probably means what? Bagels. And there's a $1.50, so you have to think, hey, when would we ever add a charge to bagels? Think about it. Most people like what on their bagels? Any hungry people there? Well, you betcha. It probably is going to be cream cheese. So this is a situation where they give you the equation, you have to give it meaning. Take a look at this and have a discussion real quickly with your groups. I'll zoom in on this real quick. In groups, kind of understanding what part is what, because that's, in essence, what we're going to be learning about today. Just make sure you understand what parts go with what, and 540 is the total. Let's go back into the lesson and take part 1 down.
Models can help you visualize situations and solve some problems. One type of model that is used for understanding real-world relationships is a bar diagram. A bar diagram is a model that you can use to represent part-to-whole relationships. Consider the following situation. A company has 5 samples to ship to a client. Each sample has the same weight. A box to ship them weighs 8 ounces before it's packed. The total weight of the shipment is 47 ounces. You can make a bar diagram to represent this situation. Let G represent the weight of one sample. Read the problem carefully to build a bar diagram. You know that there are 5 samples and that G represents the weight of one sample. The total weight of the shipment includes the weight of the box, so add that to the diagram. This bar diagram represents the total weight. You can simplify the diagram by writing the 5 G's, which represent the weight of the 5 samples, as 5 times G.
We're just using pictures to help us understand.
The weight of the box is 8 ounces. The total weight of the package is 47 ounces. The bar diagram shows you that the total weight of the shipment equals the weight of the 5 samples plus the weight of the box. Substitute the values from the completed bar diagram to write the equation. So you can represent this situation with the equation 5 times G plus 8 equals 47. If you wanted to find the weight of each sample, you could solve the equation for G.
So a lot of this has to do with having a visual to show. Most of you guys, or some of you guys, you will know how to find the answer just by looking at that. And that's fine. But you just have to be able to understand that if you were to explain it to someone, having the video would be very helpful. Or a diagram of some sort would be helpful.
You and your friend play online video games. You buy 1 software package and 3 months of gameplay. Your friend buys 1 software package and 2 months of gameplay. Each software package costs $20. The total cost is $115. Make a bar diagram to find the cost of 1 month of gameplay.
Remember that when you make a bar diagram, they want you to fill out with stuff that's in the middle right here. So what goes in here? $20, and kind of talk with your groups. I want you to turn to shoulder partners and work for a brief moment while you pause this video, and then kind of come together to look at the answer. Pause the video for a second. Okay, now hopefully you're back, and let's take a look at what Digit has to say.
You can use a bar diagram to help you write an equation to represent the problem. Let x equal the cost of 1 month of gameplay.
There's that let statement.
Remember, the total cost equals your costs plus your friend's costs. Each of you buys a software package and several months of gameplay. Your costs are 3 times x plus 20. Your friend's costs are 2 times x plus 20. When you count up the parts, you have 5 x's, which is 5 months of gameplay, and 2 20s, which is 2 software packages. Simplify.
Combine like
Equation
terms.
is 115 equals 5 times x plus 40. Now solve the equation.
Isolate the variable.
Undo addition by subtracting 40 from each side.
We normally do the line to kind of show what goes on what side. It doesn't really matter.
Undo multiplication by dividing each side by 5.
And x is finally equal to.
The cost of 1 month of gameplay is $15.
Good deal. You can try this one real quick. Pause the video to let people read it and understand it. Work in your groups. Answer is revealed. They always start with a diagram to kind of illustrate the point. Again, you don't need to. It's gonna be it's doable without it. I do want a let statement though. I want to know what a variable means and to kind of understand it. Okay? Then you have the works that's shown here. You can pause it to understand it and talk about it. Have a student come up here to explain what's going on if needs be.